Oh, my bad, y'all. I just got back from being on my time machine. I was time traveling. What's up, y'all? Happy to have you guys back on today's vlog. Today, we're just going to briefly go over two topics. You ready? Two topics. Topic number one is how to properly price your videos or your video services. If you're a videographer, director, cinematographer, even a photographer, this rule should apply. I'm just going to go over some basic bullet points that I put right here on my computer. Check it out. First of all, the demographics of your community. You know, the standard income amongst your community is basically going to play a big role in what you're going to be able to charge. For example, West Coast versus East Coast. Let's say Arizona, for example. Their entry-level music videos may traditionally start off at $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, and that's the entry-level minimum where everybody's comfortable paying. And then the mid-range may go to $2,500 and then $3,500 and $4,500. While on the other hand, here in Philadelphia, since it may be an impoverished neighborhood or community, a low-income community, our entry-level videos, it might be like pulling teeth trying to get $1,000 per video. Where on the other hand, people may be more comfortable in the $400 realm or $500 realm or even lower. There's people who may be comfortable with the $200, $300 realm. That may not help someone live, but to each his own. So when you price your videos, keep in mind the demographics of the community. Also, a signed versus unsigned artist will play a big factor because a signed artist has a budget. They're easily able to fork out $2,500, $4,500. I've even seen budgets. I've worked on a Sony budget that was 10 grand. 10 grand, me and a team of 21 other creative gurus put together this video for MTV. And the budget was 10 grand, but that's because they were signed. So keep that in mind. Next, the type of work. What type of work are you providing? Are you providing a wedding? Are you providing a music video? Are you providing a promotional video? Are you providing event coverage? Are you providing hourly services? It's up to you on how to price those appropriately. It's up to what you're willing to work for. At the end of the day, some people willing to work for $100, some people willing to work for $2,000, some people willing to work for free. I've even seen people willing to take them to the chin just to gain the skill and the face to their portfolio. So keep in mind, what you're pricing is going to be based on the type of work. You're not going to price a music video the same way you would price a wedding. And again, when you price these, it's also going to be based on your experience. So obviously, when you get into, let's say, the wedding game, your pricing is going to be different versus being in the wedding game for 5 years. Because when you have 5 years worth of wedding experience, or the same would apply for music videos or portraiture or landscaping or any type of specialty field that you're in, the more time you put into it, the different your rate is going to be. Like the higher your rate should be, theoretically speaking. When you price your work, know the market, know your competitors, know what they're pricing their work at. Again, this will kind of go with the first thing I was talking about, like the demographics of the community. You know, you would want to know how many, let's say, film companies or how many, music video content creators are in the area. Let's say if there's 40 plus. Here in Philadelphia, there's 40 plus content creators, independent, underground creators. You will want to know the strengths, the weaknesses, their target audience, their pricing, how they formulate. You want to know that you can provide something at a greater value, but at a lower cost where you're going to be able to beat the competitor, in a sense. You don't want to overprice your work, Sometimes it's okay to take a cut. For me personally, I don't worry about the cost. Obviously, the cost is important. It plays a major role in helping you execute the project. However, always do more than what you're paid for. I take the project dearly to my heart, so no matter the budget, I take it serious and I make sure that we're going to try to, do the best with the resources we have available. Know your competitors, know your market, know what they're charging. That'll give you an idea on how you should charge. And again, it's based on experience. It's all based on experience. Coming into the game the first year, you can't go charging $1,500 a video unless you're Steven Spielberg's little nephew, baby Spielberg. Say no. But yeah, all right, y'all. So the next job would be lane for your content. For example, promotional videos. You can charge by the minute. You can charge by the hours of the event you're covering, how many hours they need you out there to cover the event. You can charge, let's say if it's a music video. I've heard of people charging music videos by the minute. So some people may say, look, if your song is 1 minute long, $100. If your song is 2 minutes long, $200. If your song is 3 minutes long, $300, and so on. 5 minutes long, $500. That may be affordable for some clients, and that may work for this content creator. Now, again, to each his own. It also depends in the community you live in. Like, what's the cost of living? Because in LA, the cost of living may be much higher, where that formula may not apply. That formula may not get you anything. While here, on the other hand, in Philadelphia, PA, or in, let's say, another community that has a lower bar income-wise, that may be sustainable. That may be, you know what I mean? Where, on the other hand, if you wanted to use the minute formula in LA, you might have to say, look at $300 a minute. If your song is 1 minute, $300. If your song is 2 minutes, $600. If your song is 3 minutes, $900. You might have to use that formula depending on the cost of living in your community. Next, you can charge by days of shooting. If you want to charge flat rate, $200 flat rate, $300 flat rate, depending on the type of work you're doing. If you're camera operating for a wedding, your flat rate might be $300 a day to do X amount of hours. If you're camera operating for a music video, you may have a flat rate for here. And don't forget to factor in, if you're independent, you may get a lot less hourly or daily on a day rate versus being under a film union or under a video production union or something of that nature. Because if you're independent, you may get $200 a day for the shoot, which seems like a lot to some people, but to industry standards, $200 a day is chump change. Because there might be DPs or there might be camera operators making $500 a day or $800 a day. Or when you get to a higher level, you may make $1,200 a day. And in 3 days, that's a nice contract. Next, you can just do packages. At the end of the day, you can do packages. Create some packages that work for you, what you're willing to work for. You can create something, based on the services you provide and try to, fancy it up, kind of like a McDonald's menu. Like create either number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Create several different numbers. It ain't gonna be 7, but create a variety of packages that just help the client find what they need quick, fast, so they don't gotta ask you a million questions. Because of course you can cater a custom invoice to the client, but there's gonna be a lot of going back and forth. And at the end of the day, if you send back and forth 5, 6 emails and they don't want to lock it in and they don't follow through, then you pretty much just wasted a lot of time. So packages cut out a lot of that time because it allows the client to see if they really want to work with you, if your price range is in their budget, and you know what I mean, right? Makes sense? Alright, y'all. Next, the type of equipment used. Are you using any specialty tools? Example, drones, any 25-foot cranes? Are you using any special suction cups or mounts for the cars? Are you using, several sets of lights? Are you using any special green screen studios? All of those things play a factor. If I'm coming out with my camera by itself, the video is going to be a lot cheaper. If I'm coming out with the camera and 1 or 2 tools, it's going to level up. If I come out with the camera and 8, 9 tools, the price is going to, play a role. Drone's going to cost more than just a traditional video. If you want to charge the same for a standard video with just a handheld camera and a drone, that's up to you. It's up to what you're willing to work for. But theoretically speaking, the more equipment or tools you add to your set or to your shoot, smoke machine, generators, you can factor that in for them to pay for it. Especially if you got to run it. That doesn't come out of pocket. So it's up to you to provide those options and have those options available. Last but not least, are you providing full services? Are you providing the production packet? Are you providing the location scouts? Are you providing the set design? Are you providing a makeup artist, a lunch, meal, etc., etc.? That's when you are a higher end company. That's when you have a location. That's when you're legit. When you're doing the taxes. When you have staff is wonderful. When you have staff, you can actually pay everyone. And that's when the larger scale budgets come into hand. Because if you're a full service company, you can get a $7,000 budget and then hire 12 people because you're able to now compensate them for $150, $250, $300 a day, depending on what services they're providing. And you can make your cut. You can pay their cut. You can still have money to save, and you can still invest into the business because you're working with larger contracts. So in that case, then you can do, 5 videos a month at $2,500 a month and make $10,000 a month. Etc., etc. The rates may fluctuate, and it all depends on contract, from contract to contract. Last but not least, guys, there's no right or wrong. It's all up to you, and like I said, what you're willing to work for. You got to put food in your stomach, and sometimes you if you love what you do, you know, you gotta grow and you don't mind it. Like I said earlier in the story, I know of plenty of young individuals who will work for free, depending on the living situation. If they're living at home with mom and pop, if they have some type of steady income, shooting videos for free may work for them. But some people prefer networking and relationships more than food in the stomach. So, I mean, do what works best for you. I'm not knocking any way you go about your business, but I'm just trying to provide a few simple tips. You know, and again, I probably briefly went over it because I got this mask on, I'm hot, I'm staring at the screen, I'm trying to give you guys, you know what I mean, some pointers. But if you do your things different, if you have any different methods, feel free to comment below. Let me know how you price and create formulas for how you charge people. Share it, you know, you never know. There's film community. Share with the film community. Somebody might be able to benefit off of your tips, and I may benefit. We might share and learn knowledge and just ching chong magahaya. Yeah, seriously, y'all. All right. Last but not least, I'm just going to touch base on something really quick. I talk too much. I talk too much. Now, how am I, like, not going to tell y'all the details? One of my vlogs was blocked. Yeah, y'all. One of my vlogs was blocked. Very first vlog, blocked. Yup. It was blocked. Let me show you. I'm so stupid, though. Check it out. Look which one it was. Vlog 104, Truth or Dare. They should have casted the opossum. I don't think they liked it, the fact that they should have casted the opossum. No, but seriously, y'all, this is blocked worldwide, and that's my fault, and that's completely my fault, and I should know this. I should know better. Like, I should reprimand myself for not knowing better. Like, I should know this stuff, especially being a content creator and a young filmmaker myself. There's legal copyright laws that go into taking little snippets or clips of you know, legally owned videos or legally owned movies. And unfortunately, you guys remember, if you've been subscribed this long, you remember when I went to give a little review on Truth or Dare. I just showed a couple clips. I didn't even show a lot. Like, I showed like really rough clips inside the theater. Like majority of this whole thing wasn't even in the theater. It was like, look, check it out. You see? Right here. It was like I was in the theater, and then, you know, some shots came on. Look at it. You see? Oh, let me lower it. Let me turn it away before they be like, it's blocked again for visual content. Look at it. Look. Can they block this? No, seriously, let me pause it and I draw before they block this one too. Yeah, yo, it's being blocked by NBC, I believe. Right here. Yeah, right here. NBC Universal. And it'll play the match. It'll literally play the match that, you see? Visual content. Blocked in all countries. So the moral of the story, kids, is don't use footage you don't own. If you don't own it, I mean, don't use it, or properly allocate credit, or in this case, use the 8-second rule. Remember the rule I taught y'all a couple vlogs ago with the music and whatnot? Had to chop it every 8 seconds. I should have did that. You can flip it. Flip it always works. You know, with the effect flip, you can always try to modify the colors and add, or, you know, filters and overlays and all that. But at the end of the day, I was wrong. I'm so disappointed that I let myself down and I forgot about that. And the thing is, it didn't get me on the other 2 clips. There's 2 other clips that I actually recorded in here. This one right here was about 22 seconds long. This one right here, this one clip that I showed was like 22 seconds long. That's my fault. I'm stupid. I should have knew that was a clip way too long. The other 2 that I used from the movie, they were like less than 9 seconds, and it was fine. Like, they didn't even put a strike on those. Where they put the strike at is here. Matter of fact, longer than 20 seconds, right? Yeah. About 30 seconds. 31, right? So, yeah. Lesson learned, guys. My very first vlog, blocked. If you try to watch it right now, it'll still be on the playlist, but it'll tell you that it's blocked. Even if I do all 365 vlogs this year, I'm still going to be missing one. It's going to say 364. Because y'all not going to be able to watch this one. So, I was thinking about, like, should I edit it and, like, post it up, like, now, like, this week or something? But it'll be late, and then the vlog numbers won't match up. It'll be, like, all backwards. Like, I don't know, man. But I figured I'd share this with you guys so you guys can learn from my mistakes. Don't use legal footage. Don't use footage like this, especially if you're recording yourself. It was from a cell phone, though. This is, like, bogus. Like, I wasn't trying to bootleg at NBC. My bad, y'all. Like, I was not trying to steal your movie. I was not trying to put this on the black market, bruh. I was trying to, like, review it, bruh. Like, sheesh, bruh. Like, man, should I have, like, used the whole entire, like, commercial or, like, skit from, like, come on, man. And the thing is I think over here, if y'all see here, I used their real commercial. Look it. I'm using their real footage there. But you know why they didn't copyright that? Because I flipped it. You see it? See how it says April backwards? I flipped it. That's why they didn't copyright that. But they copyrighted the movie itself because I was dumb and I ain't flipped the movie. So yeah, man. That's my loss. That's my loss. You guys learn from my loss. It's cool. It's cool. This is all about learning, right? This vlog is all about learning. Very first vlog, black.